So we're going to take a look at Bob's parts on West LA Fadeaway, specifically from the studio version. So let's just dive right into it. So the whole tune is just a verse and a chorus, but there was the intro part that we just heard, we'll look at in a second, and then there is a variation on some of the verses, like the second verse, and sometimes I'll go back and forth, we'll look at that too, and it's all in A minor, right? So it rolls around the A minor chord, right? So that intro was on A minor, right? And he's just playing this low down thing like this. So it's like, if you think about this right here, that cage shape, this E minor shape, right? Move it up here. Here's A minor in the E minor shape, and he's just playing these two right here. It's like a power chord, right? Without the root in the bottom, and sliding right into it, right? And then when he gets up to the B7, right? This chord here, it's like he's not even playing B7, just slides it up 2 frets. Same thing, right? And then it goes like this. Now it's over an E7, sharp 9, sharp 5. Fancy chord, but he just goes. Right, actually a little bit of a delay too, like that, right back to the A minor. So it's a little lead line there. Classic Bob stuff where he's not just playing chords, but he's doing, you know, some little lead lines as well. So let's check out the verse, which is just a little variation on it and a little bit of lead lines in there as well. So now it's, you know, essentially the same thing chord-wise, but he's now, instead of playing here, he's going like this in the middle 2 strings. And instead of sliding from below into it, he's actually playing a note above and pulling off to this C, this minor third of A. So A and C, just like that, right? So he does that, you know, 4 times, and then the rest of it's the same. It's just. Right, like that, right? You know, if this stuff's helpful, check out the Bob 5-day challenge I've got. We peel back many more layers of this kind of stuff. I'll put a link in the description down below where you can just get started right away to check out more about Bob's approach. But let's dive into the second verse and see the variations he's got going on there. So he's essentially doing the same thing from the intro, but just up an octave. So this now translates to that for the A minor. And here is your A minor shape. So you can play with these fingers or these fingers, doesn't really matter. And then for the B7, what do you know? Same thing. But then he does a little different kind of lead part here. It goes, which you can really hear, again, put my delay on. You can hear his delay much more on those lines because you can just hear it kind of echoing after each of those individual notes and stuff. The chord stuff kind of blends in a little bit more. And that's it. You know, his parts are pretty sparse. Let's check out the last part, the chorus, and see what's going on. So for chords, we've got A minor, D, a C sus2, does it a couple times, and then B7, and this time they throw in an extra chord here, an F9, and then to the E7, sharp 9, sharp 5, and back to A minor. But he starts off with a little pickup right here. He goes, right? So, right into an A, and then plays this note below it, and then plays this, like, so it's now playing an A, creating an A minor 7 because it has a G right here. That's the flat 7 of A. So A, the root, G, the flat 7. And it's actually just like playing a C. It's a C triad. I won't go down the rabbit hole of triads and all the things you can do with it, but you're playing like a C triad, but over an A note, or just play it open like that. And that creates, here it is C. Oops. C chord, play the A, and it sounds like an A minor 7. So he's got A, plays this, and then that there. Then moving, just same shape, up 2 frets. They all kind of hit it hard together. D, and then instead of C, this nice little variation, a C sus2. So it's taking this note right here, the major third of C, E, and lowering it to D, which is the second. So you end up with C, D, and G, and it gives you this spacey sound. The way these notes are, this is a second, and that's a fourth. So very spacey intervals. Those are the distances between those notes. So second, very close, and then further away, both spacey. So very, very different than just playing regular C, which works, sounds fine. But that definitely kind of takes it out there more and makes it much more, unique and stuff. So it does that a couple times. Then it goes up to the B7, and you're just playing the top part of it, right? Just these top 3, another triad, and then plays 6th. So it's just going up. It's like going to the next triad shape, but just playing these 2 outer ones right here. So classic Bob stuff. Did this, does this all the time, and then. I should say, does this. Anytime I say did this, people always are commenting like, what do you mean he's still playing? I mean, obviously I'm sometimes thinking about him with the Grateful Dead doing this in the past. But yes, he's still out there gigging all the time. Currently, at the time I'm making this video. Hopefully will be for a long time. Right? Classic thing there. And then F9. So it's this F9 chord, just the top 3. Which is another triad there. I won't get into that, kind of superimpose over it. And then just the top 3 of this E7 sharp 9. This is the sharp 9 right here. That's the sharp 5. So just those 3. So really it's just this one note between these 2 that's moving. And that makes it nice and smooth. And then down to here, the top part of the A minor chord. So. And that's it. And then during the solo section, it's just over the verse and the chorus. And he just mixes it around with the verse stuff, but he kind of makes it a little more funkier, kind of playing the A minor a little bit. So he kind of, or playing this one, and then just throwing a little bit more of the A minor chord. But for the most part, the same ideas. So that's it. And if you want to have more Bob breakdowns, check out this playlist right here where we break down a whole ton of him playing over Grateful Dead tunes. So have fun, and I'll see you in the next video.